Hi guys, it's JP. Today we will be talking about seeds.
In the middle of February, harvesting seeds of basil. This is Tulsi basil.
First of all, I want to take a moment to thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. So hopefully I can keep making more videos and sharing my passion for gardening. I think my seed journey begins when I'm like, I want to say 10 years old. I used to have hamsters. Very fast they start getting babies, and those babies had more babies. I realized that in the food of the hamsters there were these sunflower seeds. Maybe we should try to grow these things. So I grew up and my passion for plants was still there. So I enrolled into agricultural engineering at the University of Chile, where for 5 years I kept on learning more and more about plants and production and seeds. And I remember like going to this exchange of seeds with farmers in the south of Chile. And I remember like a couple ladies were like, oh yeah, this bean variety was actually the one that my grandma taught me how to farm. So that's fascinating, and that was more and more energy into become a seed saver. That is nothing else than save the genetic information. Okay, those are fancy words. It's nothing else than being able to keep your seeds available, alive in time. Okay, I just went shopping for seeds. There's more seeds, and there's a lot more everywhere. Nothing of this matters if it's not growing out in the backyard year after year. So that's how seed saving works. Seeds, of course, depending of the variety of the species, have different abilities to stay alive in this form that is dormant. Year after year, they lose that ability. But if you keep growing them, you keep them alive. I love opening this box around this time of the year because it's like visiting old friends. It's by family, so this is like the squash and melons family. Flowers, different flowers. Here we have carrots and radish and beets, tomatoes, peppers, and hot and sweet peppers and eggplants, so solanaceas, lettuce and different greens like arugula and Swiss chard, herbs and basil and all of that. And here we have beans, and beans I usually collect them in bigger sections, or I keep them in like mason jars, because at the same time it's not only seeds but also grains, so we eat them as well. Probably this is my favorite seed company, Seed Saver Exchange. Love them. We were lucky enough to go visit them and it was a lot of fun. They make a really good job on keeping very nice information of the varieties, and of course that history, that it's very nice. My second favorite one is Botanical Interest, and I'll be talking about the mix a little bit later. I love getting mix. Really nice place to go and get seeds. Then it's Lake Valley Seed. The last one that I always get my seeds from is Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. They always have like a very rare selection that is what I'm into. Love it. I love getting seed mix. They are so much fun, and this is like a weird thing that I do, and actually a lot of people's like, oh my god, why you do that? It's fun. Around this time I have a lot of time, and getting a mix, it's a great way to get different species in one package, you know, like there's like over 15 species of perennial plants that you can grow from seeds. It doesn't make sense to put in the same place a baby tiny seed next to a big seed, because the big seed will take over really fast. It will provide shade for baby seeds that probably need the sun. So they're great. And of course, I mean, I'm sure you've been there where, you know, like you look at it and it's like, oh yeah, it's good to sow 20 square feet. And then you're gonna pour the seeds. I was like, oh wow, that happened. And the wind blew all of the seeds away. In order to avoid that, I honestly think that it's a really good idea to take your time and separate them. Of course, you don't have to, but I like doing it. You can start some of those big seeds in different seedlings and then put them at the right place at the right time where you want them. So yeah, that's why I do that. It's mainly designed and to provide more success to small seeds. I would like to show you a couple of my most proud seed moments. I haven't said this yet, but I'm very much focused on cooking when it comes to gardening. So I grow a lot of vegetables. For over a year, I've been a vegetarian. With my husband, we have a very specific diet. Of course, environmental reasons behind that. I would love to talk more in details later on about like why we eat what we eat. We had to come across the point of like, okay, we need more protein in this diet. Beans. So this one, it's canary beans. It's a yellow bean. When we went to Chile, we actually discovered this variety in a Peruvian restaurant. They prepare an amazing tacu tacu that is like a rice and bean, kind of like fried. So good. I would love to make a recipe later in the future. I love growing these guys. They are fun to grow. They are super easy to seed save. Cosmos. These are the sulfur Cosmos. This year, this is a lot. There's like thousands of seeds here. And again, I spend my winter days separating one of one. It's a really fun process. Put some good music and spend your days just separating seeds. It's a lot of fun. It's like a new meditation. Great variety. If you're a friend of mine, you will be having these. I love sharing my seeds, and yeah, everybody should grow Cosmos. There are so many that I would like to share with you, but these are Native American corn. I spent last season doing the Three Sisters method. I will be doing it again this year, and I would like to, you know, introduce you in the method. It's a lot of fun, and this corn was super fun to grow. Right now, I have a lot of seeds, and I'm planning on growing them again this year. Very proud of it. I would love to study a little bit more about like the uses of it, you know, like different recipes. I saw like a good polenta you can make out of it. Okay, so I've been growing seeds for like over 10 years, and I've been learning something. I would love to share with you my top 7 tips for seed growing indoors.